sorry that we've come to an end, but it seems rather fitting that as we sit here in a dark, windowless room talking about design, we're now going to get the chance to really see what this project embodies. I'm going to invite Russell Andrews up, Director of Education and Planning at PFS. He oversees a team of education directors, ICT advisors, managers and sports advisors, and he's going to show us just what this whole transformation ultimately means. Russell.
Okay, I'm hoping that through the wonders of technology we'll have Liz Logie coming down the line for us here. That's not Liz Logie, there's Liz. Liz, can you hear me? Yeah?
I can hear you.
Excellent.
Good afternoon.
Good.
And good afternoon to good afternoon to Stephen and John from Leicester as well.
Great. Liz, I'm really looking forward to doing these 3 sessions with you, and I think really playing Terry Wogan to your Katie Boyle. I'm going to resist the temptation to ask you for the results of the Beaumont Leys jury as we go through this. But it's great to have you. We've heard a lot about schools through the morning and into the afternoon, and this is really important for us in terms of seeing inside a real school. And Liz, I just wondered if, just to get us going really, before we go into the questions, if you could say a little bit about Beaumont Leys School, something of the context and the catchment that you're serving.
Okay, we're an 11 to 16 school. We mixed gender. We're on the northwest side of Leicester, so we face some real challenges. We've got some pockets of real deprivation. We have 33% of our students on the special education needs register, 25% ethnic minority. We're a specialist science school, but we've got lots of other kind marks as well. So we're working in I would call it a high maintenance school, but a high maintenance school that I think does really well by its students. Okay,
we've heard quite a lot about the school already, Liz, and Vernon Coker, when he was here in one of the earlier sessions, spoke at some length and also read out the poem that he was presented with, which was very well received here. But Liz, we're interested to know, what was it like on the very first day or the first few days that you were actually open? Tell us something about the mood amongst the students and the staff.
Oh. It was joyous, actually. It was absolutely joyous, and I think awe and wonder are the 2 words I would use. I mean, for me personally, it was surreal. It felt completely unreal that finally we were there. All that hard work was finished. But I mean, the staff, the staff. We had a lovely induction day with the staff, a whole day with very relaxed, with croissants, with coffee, doing lots of things to kind of induct them into the school. But I think the most special thing for us was that we staggered the way that we introduced students to the school. And the staff inducted the years 10 and year 11s, the older ones. But then we did something that was quite high risk, but was absolutely glorious, because we trained 42 year 10 students, and they inducted the 200 year 7 students completely on their own. They then chose a year 7 student, and the year 7s and the year 10s, 80 of them, on the Monday, inducted 420 year 8s and year 9s without any grown-ups, without any adults, and they did it. And actually it's had a huge impact, because students, I think, really feel ownership of the school now.
There's some really important points there about student engagement, and that links nicely back to the discussion that we've just been having with Sir John Sorrell and others about the engagement of pupils. Just bring us right up to date. What's it like now? How do things feel in the school at the moment?
Brilliant. It's been a great start to the year. I mean, one of the things we were worried about was our results. We were determined that our results wouldn't go down. So not only have we come back to this beautiful school, but actually our results have shot up. They've gone to 60% 5 A's to C's, which is unheard of really for us. So it's been a real sense of celebration. Students have come in. The older students have got a new uniform. The students walk tall. The behaviour's been brilliant. Attitude's wonderful. It's just been it's been the best, in 27 years of teaching, it's been the best start of an academic year. And I didn't have a sleepless night the night before.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Liz, I know something about the community around the school because it's an area that I live in, and I know something about the challenges of the community that the school serves. Just interested to know how the community have responded to the school. What's been their response to this new building?
actually enormous pride. I mean, the thing about Beaumont Leys is it has had a reputation, and reputation's part of my mission, really, since I've been here, is for Beaumont Leys School to be a good news story, for the name Beaumont Leys to have lots of good news attached to it. And this school, in a sense, says something really important about the community. You know, it's a wonderful school, but it also says something really important to the community. And it says, you know, you're worth it. You're really worth it. This building is for you. People have put a lot of work and time into creating this beautiful school for this community, because we think the community is important. And it's a great area. The schools, you know, the kids in the school are absolutely wonderful. So, you know, it's just kind of culminated a lot of things we've been doing.
Okay, Liz, was there anything that surprised you about the journey that you've been on? And I'm interested to hear something about the colour scheme, because we've heard about it already this morning, and I can see some of that behind you on the camera there.
Well, you've preempted what I was going to say, because actually the thing that has surprised us, we knew, I mean, I love colour, I chose the colours, but what has amazed us is just how much everybody else has liked it. And I just want you to look at this. We've got lesson changeover here. We've got students coming into registration. But you'll see the pink floor. And the pink floor was a bit of I think there were a few giggles when people heard we were going to have a pink floor. But we wanted the school to be different. And actually pink is the universal colour of love, compassion and tolerance. So we've got a pink floor. We've got some pink walls you'll see later. The student reception area, that was the signage in the school we paid for. But you'll see our logo on the floor. And it was important, the student reception area was as beautiful as the visitor reception area.